Hello everyone, this is Frank DiMora with the Last Chronicles of Planet Earth, and if you just found my YouTube channel, I would like to invite you to download my book today for free by going to BibleProphecyMan.com. And once you're there, you'll be at my site that looks just like this. Scroll down, you'll see that link there in that blue, January 17th, you'll see that it's the brand new edition. Just click that link and you'll be able to access my book today for free. Now yesterday, as you see from the date that I had, January 16th, 2012, I talked about the animals dying, and I gave you the scripture, always giving you the scriptures first, and then connecting in my book to help you understand, in case you don't know what to look for, or you don't know anything about Bible prophecy. What I'm doing is I'll take the scriptures from the Word of the Lord, and then I'll connect the current events to what's happening in the news to show you that the Word of the Lord, the warnings, are actually coming to pass, and there's no question about it. Now yesterday I gave you 3 different verses that shows us the warning about the birds, the fish, and the animals, and of course humans dying in the last days. And yesterday I talked about this new animal virus that's taken a toll in Europe on many different types of the livestock. So in Luke 21:11, of course this not here, but Luke 21:11, you can look it up. I've quoted it many times. The Lord told us to watch for diseases and famines. 2 of the signs in Luke 21:11. So I'd like to go over now to the news and give you some of the latest information, as you'll see January 15th, about the famine that's taking place in Somalia. And it says, Somalia famine will kill tens of thousands. The UN in Somalia says tens of thousands of people will have died of starvation by the time the famine in the Horn of Africa ends. The food crisis was declared in Somalia 6 months ago, and levels of need are expected to remain high until July or August. UN aid chief in Somalia, Mark Baldwin, told the BBC malnutrition rates there are the highest in the world, and he said 250,000 Somalis were still suffering from the famine. Now the Lord told us to watch for these things. We're seeing these events taking place, and it's not just in Somalia. There's many different places in the world that are having problems with famines. And as the world's weather changes, and right now the world is under the La Nina, which is the cooling of the Pacific Ocean, and it causes different effects of different weather that can cause problems around the world. We're seeing these problems, and so this is definitely a major concern. Now it goes down and says children will have suffered the most. Malnutrition rates in Somalia were the highest in the world, and I think the highest recorded. Up to 50% of the child population suffered from severe or acute malnutrition, and this is a sad statistic. But these are the things that the Lord said would happen in the last days. But be of good cheer, because those that are waiting and looking for these signs and keeping on the watch, like the Lord told us about these famines, we were told, or we know by the signs, that when we see these things, we have hope, because it would be at this time that the Lord would come back and take his church away from this earth, and then the 7-year tribulation would begin. And this is the first time in the history of man, that all of the signs, including the famines, will be taking place at the very same time. Now let's move on to what is happening. Let me give you a bigger view here so you get a good picture of this. Now, in my post yesterday, as I just previously told you, about the sheep and the different cattle that were dying. And there's another report that I didn't report on. It says up to 30 dolphins beach on Cape Cod, 10 to 12 dead. And when you read, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm going to have the link there at my site for you. But at this particular time, when you read it down, they don't have there isn't any clue as to what is causing these dolphins to beach themselves. And this, when you go to my website and you see there is a list at my website, I'm not sure, let's see here, I think that I put it on here. Right. Now yesterday, when you go to my prophecy site yesterday, and you click to this link from January 16th, that post, this link will take you to a complete list of all the animals, birds, and fish, and it's comprehensive, and you'll be able to see all of what the Lord has been warning about as far as this prophecy goes about the fish, the birds, and the animals dying. So there's two prophecies that are right before us. Now I'm going to get into another video that when you get to my website, you're going to have the links there too. But this was the first part for January 17th, excuse me. And the second part, I'm going to be dealing with the what's going on in Israel and relating that to another prophecy and bring you up to date. So thank you for allowing me to come into your home. I love you all. I know the Lord loves you even more, and He wants you all to come to the knowledge of His salvation via the cross as He shed His blood. So please come back and watch my second video for January 17th. It'll take a little bit to put it up, but it will be at my site. And please, if you're at my YouTube channel, invite others to come to my website where they can download the book for free today. God bless.